What's going on, guys? Gomes back again on another MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty video, and today we are going to be discussing the top 10 ways to make stubs in MLB The Show 18. Now, this is going to help anybody from the novice player who just got the game all the way up to the seasoned veterans who, have played this game all year round but still have some surprises left in store. How to make stubs the fastest, the quickest, and most importantly, the easiest. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So for the first tip, we are going to be looking at rank seasons, and not necessarily rank season rewards, but there's actually a great way to capitalize on rank seasons rewards and make a bunch of stubs. So as you guys do know, you get an 85 to 89 overall live series diamond player for making World Series or Championship Series. And even though you might not necessarily have got that, there is still a great way to capitalize, and I'll show you guys right here. As you guys can see, look at Manny Machado's price. If you look right at September 1st, the price goes gradually down from there. And then let's also look at Carlos Correa for the same time. Look at September 1st, the price is going down at that time, and that's just because there's so many people getting them and selling them. So the way to capitalize on this is take those cards that you have, sell them right before the month ends, and then buy them back. You will be making stubs that way if you already have those cards, which is just a really good way, to keep the cards that you have, but also to make, 5K off of retaining Carlos Correa, or really any 85 to 89 overall live series diamond player, which is pretty crazy to be honest with you. Next up, we are going to be using one of my personal favorite methods, and of course this relies in the exchange. You guys might have seen this one by now. What you're gonna need is 7 bronze or silver baseballs, autographed baseballs. It does not matter. The price you can get them for right now is about 105, so 7 times 105 is just a little bit, 735. And you also will need 2 bronze hats. You're really gonna find the 2 cheapest ones. That's gonna be no more than 40 stubs, so it's really only gonna be about 800 stubs that you're going to put into it. And as you guys know, you're going to put it into an exchange set. Right now, I think the best one is the gold jerseys. I used to do the bronze hats, but this one kind of lost value a little bit, and it takes more time. This you get 10 hats, this you get 3 jerseys, and the key to this is quickness. So this will go a lot quicker than having to sell 3 things rather than 10. So what you're going to do is just fill the requirements. Like I said, just go ahead and put all of those in, the 7 baseballs, get that right up to there, and you will be getting a 3 gold jersey pack. And you guys will see there is a lot of profit that you can get in these packs. Hopefully we get a good one. We get Tigers, Padres, and Dodgers. That's a pretty good round, as I'll show you guys. I have personally gotten some really good rounds where you make a lot of profit. And as you guys can see, the Braves jersey goes for 1,300, the Cardinals goes for over 1,100, and right now the jerseys are definitely on the down low. As you guys can see, I sold the Cardinals for 1,700. So you guys are gonna want to make sure to pay attention to how the prices in the market work, because you can sell these for a lot more, as you guys can see. But even like the Dodgers, that's 900. So off 1 jersey, we already made profit, so everything else is just straight profit. Very good way to make stubs. Investing in players is a key way to make stubs. Of course, as you guys know, every 2 weeks they have a roster update on Friday where they upgrade the attributes. And you guys know I always do roster predictions on the Tuesday before, so I encourage you guys to watch that. And basically, you're just going to look at the real life MLB, which is kind of fun. Obviously, I'm assuming most of you guys watch the MLB like myself. And you just invest in who's having a good season so far. I know one guy a lot of people invested a lot into was Christian Yelich, and so there's a lot of stubs that you can make investing. And I know some people who really go overboard, and it's all about calling your shot. It's all about having like the prediction right away, because eventually their prices will go higher once people start to realize it. So it's really key that you guys have a good understanding on who's having a good season and who might get the next upgrade. Daily missions are a great way to make stubs, and I think a lot of people miss out on them. Daily missions, they are so easy, so simple, and as you guys can see right here, play a combined 6 innings with rookie legends in a Diamond Dynasty game. you're really going to need 6 rookie legends, because combined innings means with all your players, that's going to take you literally 1 inning of playing, 1 full inning. That's going to take 5 minutes. Tally 3 ones of postseason players. Simply just fill your lineup with postseason players and hit. These take no more than 5 minutes, and you get a guaranteed alternate jersey or hat or something along that lines. And guys, I'm going to tell you, these packs are juiced. I get a lot of diamond jerseys. I get diamond Red Sox jerseys all the time. That goes for 3.5 thousand stubs, and that's just 5 minutes of your time. You get one of those every single day. I strongly encourage you guys, whenever you have the chance, make sure to play these. Battle Royale is definitely the most worthwhile game mode that you guys should be playing. Ranked seasons, yes, you do get a 95 Luis Gonzalez. Events, obviously, there's not always an event up, but Battle Royale, if you guys are good at the game, there is no other game mode that you guys should be playing. And honestly, even if you guys are average, I would really recommend you play this, because so many people are playing BR because it is the hot mode, that you can easily slide into 9 wins and get an 85 to 87 overall diamond player. And some of those do go for quite a bit. Like, I know for the Yankees, if you get either Aaron Judge or Giancarlo Stanton, that's 50 or 40,000 subs very, very quickly, and you can get very, very lucky in Battle Royale. And if you guys are good at the game, like I said, and can get 12 wins, go 12-0, the rewards are endless. You can get so many stubs off of Battle Royale. This is the game mode that you should be playing. Of course, you guys know last year we had the My Career programs. This year we do have the September, or rather the monthly programs, which still do offer some good rewards. As you guys can see, you know, you're going to get a couple of standard packs. You're going to get some souvenir packs, which is really the key thing you're going to look at, because there is a lot of souvenirs that go for a lot. I know a lot of people don't like them, but simply there is a lot of souvenirs that go for a lot. Look at this Beltran bat. It goes for 8,000 stubs, and each souvenir pack you get 3 different souvenirs. So if you get a diamond bat out of that could go for like 9,000 stubs. So there is a lot of profit to be made, and as you guys can see, there's a lot of stubs and other things along the way that you guys will get, and these missions really are not too hard besides the immortal home runs. But don't worry, if you guys don't have immortal players, they do come out with new ones towards the end of the month. So if you guys don't have those, they will have new ones to replace those, so you can finish the program. But if you look at this, 175 hits, you guys will get that without even noticing. And also keep in mind on the tickets, that isn't stubs, of course, but make sure to remember there is going to be some good ticket counter cards coming out soon. So even if stubs aren't necessarily your primarily motive, keep in mind the tickets are really, really good in this September monthly program. Make sure to get on that right away. Speaking of programs in general, programs are a very good way to make stubs. Not necessarily like the immortal programs, because to finish immortals you will have to spend stubs, you know, to do the souvenir exchanges, but especially in these kind of like I said, the monthly programs as well. But in these, there's actually some stubs to be made, because you really don't have to put in anything. I think for the first wave, you know, you really only had to put like in a bronze hat and like a silver jersey, which really does not go for much at all. And the stubs you get actually are more than what you put in, which is pretty cool, and you do get a player out of it. And in general, there's a lot of programs. There's team epics, there's these right here, there's collectors, there's conquest. Conquest is very important. You can make a lot of stubs out of conquest as well. Of course, they have the new Conquest Destiny going on right now. Programs are very important because it also gets the XP up, which leads you to have more room and availability on the ticket counter. So not just stubs, once again, just like the monthly programs, they offer a lot of rewards, more than stubs, but you guys can still make a bunch of stubs through the programs in MLB The Show MLB The Show 18. Playing the game simply gets you a good amount of stubs right now. As you guys can see, it is double stubs week until September 14th, so make sure to play as many games as you can right now. I think on average you get about 200 stubs, so it's going to be about 400 stubs for a 9-inning game. So if you're grinding for immortals and you want to grind for immortals, right now is absolutely the time that you guys are going to want to do that, because 400 stubs to play the computer on rookie, that's a pretty good bargain, especially because you guys are also going to be making progress towards immortals, career arcs, whatever you're grinding for. And also now would be a good time there. You can go ahead and play the event to get the immortal Stan Musial. You guys can play BR. Like I said, BR is still the most worthwhile game mode, like I mentioned earlier. Ranked seasons, anything among that right now would be a great time to play, but in general, playing the game will get you some stubs and also gets you progress towards this, like I stated earlier. Flipping cards used to be the most popular way to make stubs back in a couple other MLB The Shows. Honestly, this year I think it's exchanges. That's the fastest and the best way to make stubs, but flipping cards is still definitely a very viable option. And really for this, we're going to look at kind of like silver cards. If you guys look right here for Kevin Kiermaier, you're going to want to look for high splits. You guys can see his buy now is $9.95. His sell now is $3.90. So what you're going to want to do is simply put in a buy order maybe for like $4.15. So if somebody sells him at $4.15, you can go ahead and sell him for about $9.90, and that is a good profit. Obviously, you're not really going to want to mess with ones with short gaps. Usually these higher silvers all have pretty decent gaps, as you guys can see, but I would make sure it's at least probably at least 300 stubs to be on the safe side. You don't really want to waste your time with anything else because, one, you have a potential chance of really not making many stubs and kind of wasting your time, like I said, and that's pretty much it. Also, you could potentially lose out on stubs, so make sure, find the high gaps, buy low, sell high, and you guys will be making a bunch of stubs by simply flipping silver and gold cards on the market. I would not really recommend diamond cards because, one, that can take a lot of time to do, and two, it can be particularly risky because while you're waiting to sell someone, the price can eventually go down and eventually you can lose out on stubs. So make sure silver and gold's the best way to go in flipping cards. And finally is going to be events. Events is another great way to go ahead and make stubs, and the reason why is because you don't have to be good to play events. You guys look, you get 30 cumulative wins and you get a 91 overall Kenny Lofton, who right now is going for 73,000 stubs. So if you get 30 wins, and like I said, it does not matter, you can go 30 and 100 and you will still get that card. You're gonna get a guaranteed like 70k. So I would really recommend you guys to play the events whenever they come out. They are usually really worth it. Obviously, you can kind of gauge for yourself if the card isn't really going for much. You can kind of say it's not really worth my time, I'd rather play Battle Royale, there's more potential rewards. But in this case, you know, 30 wins, of course they are 6 innings, but if you guys have the time and just want to play, especially when it's double stubs, I would recommend play the event and you're gonna make a bunch of stubs through the events. And that is going to do it for this video, the top 10 ways to make stubs in MLB The Show 18. If you guys did enjoy the video, of course make sure to leave a like down below. Let me know your favorite ways to make stubs, and also just let me know kind of how you guys are feeling about Diamond Dynasty. How is your team looking? Everything under the sun. Also, you guys can see the stubs in the top right hand corner. I finally got them up. I will have a pack opening be coming out probably tomorrow, and hopefully gameplay in the next day or two, as well as a really cool video that I think you guys are really going to be excited for, as well as live streams. If you missed my last video with the channel update, make sure to go back to that one. But if you guys did enjoy the video, once again, make sure to leave a like down below. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and there you guys comes out. Yay!
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory, I tell you.